you down. These are the ones that we've done so far. Oh, I guess we should start over since we just started streaming on YouTube as well. Thanks for joining us, YouTube. And if you'd rather, you can also join via YouTube so you can see my face. And yes, I'm a real person. Are you? Here's what we've done so far. This is a mascot for University of Wisconsin Whitewater. Here's Ange. They're not all in order, but these are the ones that we've completed so far. And if you want to be drawn, you can submit your photo as well. We'll be doing drawings and then we'll be doing paintings, which is a fun time. Sometimes, oh, don't ignore that. We're just practicing with markers. Oh, that's all of them. And this last one I did 2 times because we were playing with the material and seeing what we could get away with this really smooth, shiny paper. And spoiler alert, it crinkles with water, so we've been playing with other mediums. So those are the ones that we've done so far. If you want to see your face drawn in this style, did I miss one? No, we got them all. Then make sure that you submit your photo as well. I also do paintings, so you might see yourself painted. Just kind of depends on what we're doing that day. But yeah, this is the paper. We're gonna upcycle this paper that came from our frames that are in the gallery right now by drawing on them. So that is a nice little way to reduce, reuse, and recycle, even when you can't use reused or upcycled products. So for our gallery installation at Roberta's Art Gallery over at UW Whitewater, we wanted everything to look really clean and to look really nice. Today's a little bit of a cloudy day, so I'm just trying to make sure we get a good view of everything. I think that's good. And I can still see your comments and stuff, so thanks, Kelly, for liking the live. I'm just making it fit really good. Okay. Beautiful. So I'm going to put, if it lets me. Okay. We did Veronica. So we're going to do Kiera. Kiera Rios is from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and is a psychology major and a social services minor. And a human. I don't know how human got put in there, but cheers. And cheers to everybody having a little mocha cafe this morning. And I'm thinking what we'll do is we're going to do a little click stick bic action. We can try out, it's all about testing different things. We have a ballpoint gel pen. There's a bunch of different things here. These are the best. The Sharpie S gels are amazing. I'm a pen nerd and I love them. So here's another one. This one's from Japan. A friend of mine got it for me when they were there last. So we might try that as well. Just, we have options, you know, we keep our options open here. We may end up at some point using this one, which is also a Japanese pen. And it's got a very beautiful brush tip to it. But we're gonna try different things and see what it is that we really like. All right, sorry Norman, we're not hanging out with you today. So first, let's try out our Sharpie S gel. I'm a little concerned about this paper with gel pens, just because it is not gonna dry as fast. You know what I mean? So we'll try it. We'll see what we think, and then we may end up using a different kind of writing instrument, but we'll do our best. Okay, so this is Kiera. And I'm also trying to keep in mind, I have these little frames that when people who are drawn purchase their artwork, they'll get that sent to them so they can just pop it into a frame. I'm going to try and keep it within this space. And if you are someone who likes to draw, you're always welcome to join me in doing so. And I just also want to preface with like the first one, I always dislike, not the person, but my skills when I start aren't the same as when we've warmed up a bit, you know? Kind of like how they always make you warm up for sports. Sort of that feeling. Have to get used to trusting yourself every time. And sometimes you'll find when you start doing something again that your style has changed, or that you're just not seeing the images in like the same way that you would have been before. So we'll do our best here. That's all we ever have to do is our best, right? That's all we can ever do. And I feel like your best changes as well. Sometimes the best is a little bit different. It's a little high, I think. But once we put her lip in, it'll make a little more sense as to why we put her nostrils where they are. And with drawing and art, it doesn't always have to be exactly as you see it. And in fact, right now I have some coconut oil in my eyeball, so I can't really see. Coconut oil is the best makeup remover, in my opinion. Let me know if you use something different. But so far, we don't have the eyes in yet. We'll put those in. That's our like next line of action here. And I don't think I did her service. Like, we need to do her again. Her nose should be lower. Okay. I'm glad that we did this first one just to see where we are and where it should be. So if Kira's watching right now, girl, just chill. We'll get there. Your nose is not that high. Okay, we're going to do it again, and her nose is going to be like right here. Right there. But let's just get this one. It might end up being just a really beautiful drawing, you know, that doesn't necessarily look like a real human. But maybe someone else is like, oh my gosh, it looks just like my cousin. Cool. You never know. And this pen is really thick as well, so we're not getting as much detail as we maybe would otherwise, you know? But this is our practice piece. And I definitely feel like it's not drying as fast as a ballpoint. And if we had a ballpoint pen, it would probably be a better idea. Yeah. Girl, her nose is in the wrong spot completely. That's okay. It's art. We'll do another so that it's a little bit more accurate. So the things that I'm working on, because in art and portraits, it doesn't always have to look like the person who you're demonstrating and drawing, but it's good to know, or at least for your models to know what the point is, so they don't feel like you're ribbing them or something because you just are bad at drawing or something, you know what I mean? But this whole thing is about practicing and exploring both our style and pushing our abilities and skills. So sometimes it's not going to look like the image. Sometimes it's going to be more so an exploration of just doing and completing something and being together in that moment of creating. So here it doesn't really look like her, but perhaps we're developing new style. Maybe it's going to look a little bit different than what you're used to seeing. And it could end up being something really cool, or it could be something that we think is shit, you know, something that we don't enjoy. It's kind of all relative. And her hair keeps on going back here. She has really thick hair, like very curly hair. It's still kind of wet, I think, over here as well. Let's give her this side of her body. I think that we need this lip expression here, which comes up. We don't need it all because this pen is very thick, so it's going to give us like an intense line weight. And then there's like a little ear action right there. But yeah, so this was just our first sketch. We're going to do another that's a little bit more accurate. Her whole chin area is way too big. We have to pull her lips down, pull her nose down. So let's do that really quick. And I don't think I like that pen. I think we should try a different pen. That one is just a little too inky. Here is free pens are the best pens. We just talked about this the other day. But here is a holiday greeting pen. I have no idea where I got this, but let's try this one. Same thing, different pen. Oh, it's blue ink. Okay, was not expecting blue ink. Oh, I don't like this pen. Nope. New pen. See, it's okay. We always have a little moment. That's good for writing, but it's got too much of a grip on it. Let's suss this out. Community vet care. Do we like this? I kind of do. Okay, let's try that. Community vet care. And I'm kind of at an angle, so I'm going to sit up just a little bit, and that'll help. She's got hair here, like a hairline going. We'll come back and kind of fill in some of her hairline there. A little ear action. And then in the image, her eyes are about here, right about there. They should come to the top of her ear. Is what we'll see. I do have a lot of coconut oil in my eyes. Okay. I think I messed up on this one already. I think she's way high. Like her eyes are a little high on here. They look like if I could take that and I could move it just like down a little bit. Anyways, let's just show where we would want to put her features on. We put it there, there, and then her eye would be right here, okay? And her eyebrow would be here. I think that I'm just gonna draw the little lead lines to let us know for this final and third attempt, okay? We won't talk about the other one. We were testing a pen. And this is how art is, you know, like when you hire an artist to do something, they're going to do it a whole lot of times. And sometimes they'll do a lot of tries in their head rather than physically actually on paper. And then her chin's gonna come to here. Okay? It looks crazy, don't worry. We'll get to it when we get to the original or the actual final version. And then her eyebrow over here. Eye's gonna be right there. Okay, so the eyes, the nose. Then it's like really getting those fine expressions that she's got and pulling in then the hair, she's got her hair situation going on. And another eyebrow over here. And then we'll just keep going. Okay, so that's where we want the chin next time when we sort of finish and do the right thing. It's okay. This is the faster I sketch, the better I do. So what we may, you know what? We're gonna set a timer. I kind of like how this looks though. I won't lie to you. I think it's kind of cool, like artistically, but I don't think that the individual would appreciate it as much, as me and my art nerd self. But you never know. You never know how artistic leaning someone might like things looking. Okay, we're gonna do our final one. And now that we've done our practice ones, we know exactly what's going on. I like that. I probably do a little bit less emphasis as like the goatee look. Okay, last one. This is it. If we can't get it, then it's just like, that's us. That's how we're doing today. But really, if I can't get this one this time, then we're gonna put a timer on. I'm putting myself in timer jail. Sometimes you have to set a timer and walk away. Well, set a timer and work hard. That's what I should say. She's got a really beautiful expression. It's very like natural, not forced. She looks very relaxed here. And remember, we're just using a ballpoint pen. There's no like special miracle pencil or something that we're going to use. Oh, it looks so much better already. See, sometimes you have to do things a whole bunch of times. And then the other idea is like right in the inner eye, we're going to come straight down, and that'll be this side of the mouth. And then this side, she's more like in the center of the pupil. And then her lip expression goes up, swoop, down, up, swoop, down. And then kind of do like this. I went a little high with this, so we'll just come down a little bit. And I'll give her lips a little like shading. That'll kind of hide my mistake a little bit more. Okay. Good morning, Jessica. Now that we have that part in, let's go in and make sure we have this chin. She's got a beautiful shape of her face, and I don't want to exaggerate it too much. She comes more like up to here then. And then we'll go over to meet her hairline. And then here, we'll see some of this happening. I'm going to pull her eyelid around. She's got sort of like a lower lid happening. And then they're going to kind of like want to meet two dots. Okay. So now we know we've got kind of that face shape, and haven't really gone in and done the depth yet, but we'll add some. I liked the cross hatchings from yesterday. I did. And if you're at Roberta's art gallery right now, you'd be able to hear the music from the university students and staff, faculty, alumni. We're trying to include a lot of different voices, right? The more voices that we include in things, the stronger we are together. So there was a call for art. And if you're a UW student, UW Whitewater student, and you're listening and you're like, oh my gosh, I make art, I make music, cool. There's a link you can submit your artwork to. I think music is a really incredible form of expression. And so if we can highlight people, and not all musicians really get featured, it seems like, in art galleries. So I was trying to share the platform, share space with more people, which has been a really good thing. I think a lot of people have felt the love, being able to get their artwork out there. Okay. We do have an ear right here that we want to just like set. And then we'll come forward with this hair. And I've got like a shape for the hair. It's not necessarily the truth, but it's pretty close. It's a good enough approximation, I'd say. And then she's gonna have like a shadow shape back here. I think we'll add the shadow here instead of to the back. We'll pull her chin in. Her hair will kind of like cover this part up. We'll give her an arm coming out. And then we'll cross her dress, her outfit over. Kind of like this. And then she's got her hair sort of like flowing above. She's wearing a butterfly necklace. We should put that in as well, right about here. Okay. And then we haven't gone in with much depth yet, but I think sometimes that can be like scary, you know. We'll start doing that. So this part is going to be black. And I've gotten many more forms, submissions from UW Whitewater student, staff, alumni, and other people related. So we may end up doing some like faster versions of these. The only way to make this look right is to commit and like complete it. That's the only way. We don't have to do all of the depth like on their faces so much as we just have to make sure that it looks whole. And she's got like a whole bunch of hair back here that we don't see as well, so that's cute. Let's see, let's go in here and make sure that the outfit is all colored in there. I like this. I really do. So right now this is this value and this value are the same, so we're gonna just push and pull. This is the question. This is like the artistic choice that we make now. Do we fully color her in with value, essentially going back and forth with our pen and giving it more depth, or do we leave it? That's the choice. That's the choice right now we're making. Right now it's sort of generic. If we keep going, it'll look more like her. I kind of want to, but I know that there's so many we have to do. This is like the conundrum that I have with the Garden of a Thousand Faces, right? Like we have so many portraits to get to and we want to do them all, but that means just making decisions that lead us to having more time to complete them all. This is her hand back here. I don't know if that was a silly choice to put in, but it's there. It's there. It's there. Okay. So now the choices are, do we continue it? Do we just keep going or do we just leave it, you know? How much detail should we give the sketches? I kind of want to come in and just complete some of these little lines, but I know that it's going to take more time. Here. We can do little things. I'm not going to do too much because then we can move on to our next person and make them all look really nice. Sometimes it's better if I just don't think. I'm going to turn my brain off, okay? Okay, good deal. Do you feel like you do better work when you just shut your mind off and let yourself take over? I feel that way about myself. Okay, let's do really light. This is going to then push her face forward from the background, right? And then make sure her nose is well defined as well. eyebrow kind of comes up like this a bit. Really want to get these features in. So I'm just barely brushing my pen across the surface. And I keep a little rag next to me so I can wipe it off. So we're not like building up extra ink. Oh yes, okay, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that like that, okay. So now her face is getting a little bit more dimensional, and I feel like it needs to be a little bit softer here. That's okay, and a little bit like softer here as well. So we'll just do that and we'll thicken this line up a bit. As long as it's kind of uniform, it won't stand out too much. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at her picture, I'm looking at her, and I'm like, this jawline should be a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. She's beautiful. This is perfectly fine. It'll be great. And then now we can come in and do her hair a little darker. She does have this like flow to it. I would love to capture, but I think with this style that we're developing, it'll be okay to just do more of a cross hatch situation. Maybe what we'll do is on the way back, we'll do another hatching, if that makes sense. That's an idea. We could do the cross hatches like this so they overlap and kind of form that shape that we want. Let's do that. Which means we have to like really think about how these are gonna flow. And then her hair goes out like this, so we'll just go across it in total like that. I think that kind of gives a look, like a bit of a look at least of having a curl. I don't want to lose all of her curls and all of her like body and her hair just out of the sake of time. You know, like that's not respectful. So we want to honor people and their historic features by following and just figuring out how to engage with them. Her jawline should be a little bit lower. I'm just like, I'm very self-critical. I like to know the things. So if you're like, I don't know, Gigi, just tell me, it's fine. Okay. And do it this way so that I'm not running my hand across. Ooh. And then over here, I'm going to try and just go as dark as I can with this pen. And maybe we have to come back the other way. But by drawing like this, we're forcing ourselves to understand value and form. So this is really an important tool to learning and growing. Okay. Her hair doesn't come all the way down. It'll go like to here. So we'll kind of like fade it out down here. Like that. But until then, let's get more of like her texture in there. There. All right. Love it. Okay, so this is Kiera. I should write people's names on the backs. This is Kiera. I'm gonna go ahead and sign it. And then if she wanted to own it and take it home, she could take it like this and pop it into a little frame. And then there's a little artwork of herself. And anyone who gets drawn can. And this is just like how the growth and the development today of how this happened. First version, second version, third version. Sometimes things don't happen linear, you know, you gotta work at it. So that's fun. She could have all three of those if she wanted to. Who's up next? And I think what we'll do is I have a little timer. I want to see. Oh, Terry Elise. Let's get Terry Elise done. And then I want to use a little timer to see like what it would look like if we just did a really quick little thing. And then we'll do a real, oh, what happened? Did I break my timer? Okay, there we go. Didn't want to work with us. 3 minutes. We'll put a 3-minute timer on. And let's see if you can see this. Can you see it? Oh, it looks better that way, doesn't it? We're gonna do 3 minutes, see what I can get done in 3-minute sketches. These are quick. If you want to try them with me, it's hard. I promise you it's hard. It's hard to focus and like relax but we'll be okay. We're gonna do 3-minute sketching. For these ones, the only thing is like you gotta get it onto the paper. And then I'll do a more detailed version of her as well after. But Cherry Elise is a broadcast journalism and communications with the public relations, I think maybe two majors. But see, the time has already started, and oh, I don't have her picture up. Hold on, we'll start over. Hold on, don't judge me on that. Okay, I have her picture up. We're going to reset the clock. 3 minutes. Let's go. 3 minutes. Oh. I'm starting kind of with the outline of her hair right now. And it's not perfect, but it's gonna get better as we practice. And then the outline of her face. Kind of just blocking it all in there. And then her eyes. Sometimes I'll do like the 60-second or 30-second drawings, and we'll see what we can get done in that time frame too. And she's got beautiful features we want to highlight as well. I think I need to pull down a little bit on the feature on her nose. And this is like a really quick thing, so that you try drawing someone really, really fast, it's not going to look like them. Or it will look like them. And you're amazing. The nose is not in the right spot. We'll deal with it. Okay, pull up, put an eyeball in there more so. The more that we practice, the better we become. I guess, look at that, we only have 30 seconds left. She's got a whole outfit on as well. I don't think we can get hands done in the next couple seconds, but okay, that was our timer. And now we've got a really good base of features that we'll be able to put down, and we're not going to time ourselves this time. So timers are really great to help you. Okay, timers are really great to help you, but they're not going to do the work for you. So let's go. And we're just using a pen. I'm gonna go put her eyes here. Oh, okay. She's gonna have her hair come up to here. I'm gonna wipe off my pen. A little beading on it. Okay, and then we don't want to come too far in, but she does have quite a big apple on her cheek right there, so we give her that. And then her nose is going to come out to just inside of her eye right there. And then she'll have like her little smile line. Then we have her other nostril right there, and then tips in a bit. Another smile line. And then we'll put in her lip. She's got one of those like very bubbly and knowing smiles. Okay. She's got eyelashes. Lots of lash here, my love. See the difference? It's like we take a lot of time and we figure out where our features are supposed to be versus setting a timer just gets us to look. It like forces you to look. And then she has very developed cheek, like we said, so we want to make sure that she has that high apple. And then we want to come in and really take time to give her hair. I feel like we started a little bit high on her face here, but that's okay. We'll give her more hair here. We can pull down on that headband as well. And we can give her a little bit more eyebrow. But she doesn't have like thick eyebrows at all. They're very groomed. And Then when we come in, we can do her hair. She's got beautiful hair. And make sure it's very well drawn on there. We'll take a lot of time on her hair. And then let's do her chin here. And let's get this hairline here going. And with her hair, we're going to see a couple different grades and values. So we're going to have her darkest shadows are going to be kind of at the bottom of her hair. The light source is coming from up here, sort of in this area. And I feel like almost like this part of her face needs to come out just a little bit more. Here we'll have her pearls that she's wearing. Sort of just like this. She is a businesswoman, okay? Broadcast journalism and communications, PR. Give her that professional attire that she's got on. And then we'll do this side as well. This side. I'm going to shade in that jacket, so that's okay if we have little lines that aren't following in their presence. And I do want to put her hands in. She has really beautiful nails. Let's get them in there too. Hands are hard, okay? This is practice. I'd say that's about right, though. Come in on them like this. Just got a little design. The next nail will be here. And then we'll just, in order to fix that, we'll come in with a different color for the books there. Okay, then let's see. I'm not a master of hands, okay? So don't come for me. We're just practicing. That's what all this is. But maybe we become better at them. Then the most important thing about nails is that they should point in pretty much the same direction. I think we've got that. I think that's okay. And then maybe at another time when we're not doing this live stream, then we'll do just hand practice, you know, and really figure out how to get a clean, well-positioned drawing completed of hands so they're not so stiff. But I feel like it's, oh, whoops, there we go. Now you can see. I feel like it's a good start, you know, for a hand. And then we've got this part of her hand that needs to, without making it look like hair, I can do it softer. Maybe that's the trick here. Go in really softly and get that sort of a knuckle action. And this is just supposed to be like the towards us versus where the light is hitting. trying to like barely show any of that line on there. Okay, thanks for tapping on the screen and liking the live. I really appreciate that you're here today. Give her her sweater vest or sweater that's underneath her blazer here. And this is Terry Elise. I hope we're saying Elise right. And she's a student at UW Whitewater studying broadcast journalism, communications, and public relations. Amazing. Nana, how are you today? And then we're going to come in and give some depth to this jacket. We hit a bubble of paint on the surface, but it is okay. Morning cleaning done? Oh, what do you do? Like, what's your morning routine? You see these little bubbles of like paint and glue. Sometimes we hit them, and I think we did there. That's okay. Our live stream today is being broadcast into the Roberta's Art Gallery, where I have a show right now. So I want to make sure that, and all the people who are drawing in this morning session are students, staff, and alumni from UW Whitewater. And on Tuesday, coming up, we're going to have our artist talk show. So people, if you're in Wisconsin and you're able to come, I would love to see you there. But if you're not, no worries. I still appreciate you tuning in and saying hi. It's going to be a really good day. I'm really excited for it. Let's see. And it's our very first solo gallery show, which is amazing. And the staff at Whitewater's Roberta's Art Gallery are incredible. So if you ever are in Wisconsin and you're looking for some art to look at, go there. They put on an amazing show. And I wouldn't say that unless I really believed it, but I've had nothing but good experiences with them. They're amazing. And the art gallery is staffed by, they have a full-time staff, but they also hire a lot of students to do their work. So that's who's doing most of the install and helping out with the show. And I'm incredibly grateful because I know how much work they have outside of doing this stuff, you know. I just want to get some of her curls really like well defined in there as well. And then we'll come in and I know it's like a straight. I wish I could do some more curly lines here, but I'm gonna just give a little bit of dimension here, some depth, and give her hair some depth too. And then I think we'll come in and we'll just do very small lines like this so they're not as noticeable. Not to like straighten her hair, but to give the value. Or like the depth of her hair just a bit. Ooh, I like that. Okay. That's cool. Mr. Cookie. Hi, Joel. Now that we've got that kind of established, we're going to come in and give her face some more depth as well. I hope it doesn't look like hairs. I just want it to look like the shapes of her facial muscles. And the shadows under her nose and around her eyes. And if it does look like hairs, I want to know, be honest, tell me what you think. Because that's not what I want to do. I need all the honest feedback and critique that I can get, you know? And then these lines are just like the shadow under her face to push her face forward towards us more. And we'll come back in and keep adding her pearls. I feel like I made her just a little bit flat face here. Maybe go like that a little more. We want to pull her face forward a bit. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side with the hair. Okay, I hope you can sort of see the volume that's here. I feel like I'm gonna have to draw her a couple times just to make sure that we don't flatten her face. I want to make sure her face is really there. It's probably, I'm gonna keep doing that. I have a lot to do today, but we may end up doing another drawing of Terry Elise just to really solidify that skill. She's got her face at like a 3/4 angle. And I almost want to see like, so at that 3/4 angle, just looking where I think the eye is where we want to really fix, because we've got sort of this shape, right? So what we should see is her eye right here coming out like that. And then the other eye here, like this. And then her eyelashes. And then the eyebrow kind of like wrapped around, right? Like that's sort of what we should be seeing. And I think we kind of missed that here just a little bit. Oh, there we go. We just have to pull it a little bit more. And then I'm gonna just pull the lashes out a little bit as well. While here, it would be more like this. Okay, I think that we could also probably work over here just a bit and really pull that lip up here. Oh, look at that. I feel like the darkening the lip really helped to pop things. And perhaps the angle of her eye over on the right side is a little bit harder, like a little bit up more. So we'll just pull it down a bit. Do you see? Just a little bit down. And then her lip, we also want that to come down just a bit. Because this one's so high up. We want it to be, there should be almost at the same angle, right? She has beautiful lips. We just want to make sure that they're at the right positioning. And then people will look at every single line that you draw of them, you know, so you have to make sure that it looks right. I think that looks so much better. It looks so much better. We just had to do a couple little tiny things, and that helped us to be able to see the whole picture. I do like it. She needs this side of her arm in as well. It's kind of like this. I like that. It's good. Okay. Let's put in also this here. And then she's got just like this little bit here. Just to like separate her chest from her book and everything. That's cute. I like it. I hope that doesn't look like chest hair. I just want it to look like it's part of her. And the chest is a little bit darker usually for most people, a little shadowing so that the face pulls forward. So I did go ahead and put a light value just down for her. That part I could have done less with. Okay. We definitely could use a little like navy to pop her suit, but today we haven't been using any other colors, so I think we'll just stick with it. Okay. We'll just go darker out here on this suit. So then the emphasis is more so on her face. Beautiful. I do feel like I should draw her 10 more times to really feel like we've got her essence. But we did do a really quick, I'll show you the 3-minute sketch. Like terrible, right? It took 3 minutes. We just wanted to get some of those features and really observe. And then let me write her name on the back. So today, so far, we've done 2 people. And I think that they're pretty good considering how fast we did them. Kiara and Terry Terry Elise. Okay, let's grab another piece of paper and we'll do another. Seems like we're taking a lot more time with these, but that's just because we're really learning and getting a lot out of it. Okay, Monica Housewright is our next person who we're going to. Okay. And let's do a really quick 3-minute again. The really quick little studies are really fun. They make it go quick and I get a lot out of it. So if you're ever drawing, try doing 3 minutes. Okay, and it's just like do something. It doesn't have to be perfect, but do something. No? Okay. Eyebrows should be up to here. And we'll get the angles right. Ooh, don't worry. It's okay. This is just like a really quick sketch to really figure out placement. And I think they have a really smaller looking nose. And perhaps a shorter face than I originally observed. This is just to get like relationships and to start putting something down on paper. So you probably look at this and you're like, that looks crazy. It is crazy looking. Okay. So I figured out that originally what I saw was a longer face. It's actually a lot shorter. We're going to put those eyes back there. This one and the eyes should go kind of like in that shape. And then an eye width that way. Okay, you ready? Ooh, the paper underneath is really messy. Let's get a new one. And this is Monica Housewright. Monica is from Appleton and is studying digital marketing. One of my favorite topics is marketing. Okay, so now we're going to be drawing Monica and taking our time with it. Why am I like going so short? I'm going to pull their face in just a little bit so it's not as big as the last one that we just sketched of them. Mm. Their ear is going to be about here, but it should be a little bit further over. We'll just make that into a hair. And then we'll pull this as hair over. And then sort of a light movement across. We'll just get some little bits of depth here. Very fairy-like. Eh? All right, so now I'm just putting in some extra value. And then we'll come in and do a dark shirt. Kind of like, it reminds me of the Barbie coloring book pages, how the lines are drawn in this style. I think we've got the face pretty well done then. I think that looks a lot like them, eh? Probably could have brought the eye a little bit wider here. Like very light freckles. I want to make sure it's not my computer screen. Yeah, very light freckles. And there we have it. Voila. And we have 10 minutes left, so let's do some little quick sketches. I wrote their name, Monica. Let's do a quick sketch. A really, really quick one. Oh. Okay. Oh, we did Libby. Are we back around? We did Veronica. I have some new portraits. Oh, here's Alex. Here's Alexander. He is a alumni of UW Whitewater, and he studied social work. And some of these people I've actually met too. I got the chance to meet Alex, who currently lives in Madison. Okay, y'all, let's see what we got here. Are you ready for another 3-minute quick sketch? Okay, just do it. Just do it. It doesn't have to be great, it just has to be done. Done, done, done. Starting with the eyebrows. Moving into the eyes. And I think it's really helped that we've done so many different drawings already. Hold on, longer nose. Oh, would you look at that though? 3 minutes. We'll just use up the rest of the time we have to complete this one then. And helps when you can like lose yourself in the process of creating and just submit to the feeling. I think it helps that it was quick, so I didn't feel as much pressure. Sometimes you can like overthink things, and then I think it ruins it. When you have pictures also of people who don't take themselves too seriously, like Alex here, making a fun face from a fun angle, it's just like, it's fun. It's more enjoyable. Some of us are very wrapped up in how we look often. Definitely changes the delivery of what kind of image occurs. I really like it when people submit photos of themselves where they're just like goofy. The them who they don't always show everybody, but the people who get to see it. I love those pictures. But it's like a true honor to be able to get to see that side of someone. So I never take it lightly. Some people will never let you see that side of themselves, but we all have a goofy side. We do. Whether you use it and show people or share it is up to you, but there's a time and place. It's 12 o'clock. Meaning our live streaming hours, the requirements have been met, but that doesn't mean we can't finish. In fact, I do want to finish this one really quick while we're here. And this just started from a 3-minute quick sketch, right? And I really enjoy how it's turning out. I could definitely see this being like a fun painting to do. I don't know that I captured the mouth expression that's happening here, but we tried. Cool. Fun. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me again and doing a little sketching. It's been fun. It's been challenging. I think challenging is fun. You're not challenging yourself. What are you doing? You know? So I hope you find something challenging to get yourself into today and learn a little bit of something you really want to. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll see you next time.